Give a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Mr. Siddhartha Laik, the founder and editor-in-chief, IWMBuzz Media, the most important brain behind such wonderful initiatives. A big round of applause for Mr. Siddhartha Laik, ladies and gentlemen. One of the biggest reasons behind IWMBuzz Media Network being the fastest growing entertainment business media network in the country. Thank you so much. And he's going to be joined on stage by a true visionary and a legend in the space. Ladies and gentlemen, an incredible strategic advisor of Omnicom Media India, the one and only Shashi Sinha sir. Ke liye bajaye zor se taali, please, everybody. Always a pleasure to have Shashi sir over here. Thank you so much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first session. I truly believe the appreciation can get a lot louder to set the tone right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Subhojit. A very warm good morning to everyone for taking your time out and supporting us at TV Summit. Shashi sir, thank you so much. I mean, every year we do this, और आपके support, आपके presence के बिना बहुत ये हो नहीं पाएगा.
Thank you very much. मैं आता हूँ, आप TV का topic है तो मैं इसलिए आता हूँ.
And every time we reach out to you, I understand you're very busy, so much responsibilities, but you're kind enough to say, Siddharth, मैं आ जाऊँगा. So, sir, to begin with, I share the questions with you, not that you need them. You are absolute doyen in the overall space of media entertainment, especially television being your key forte in terms of the overall shaping up the contours of the industry. Sir, let me address the elephant in the room. Everyone is saying TV is dying. Suchmuch TV is dying, sir?
I don't know what you mean by dying, you know. So there are different ways of skinning the cat, and I really don't know. I hear it all the time, you know. I hear senior broadcast leaders and I see their pain, saying that revenues are coming down, you know, all kinds of things are happening. You go to clients, marketing, a lot of people say, you know, we don't want to, you know, we see digital as the future, and all kinds of people have their different hypotheses. People are not watching. My view is that, and it's a biased view, but I've maintained it, that nothing is happening to TV at this moment in time in a country like ours, such a large country, mass scale. And also, obviously, and at some point in time I'll explain that, the TV people have to, the TV broadcasters, the TV fraternity and the ecosystem is to reinvent. You know, and that reinvention is important. So if one is where we are today, is a good place. B, if when we manage to reinvent, you'll find that there's a lot of juice in television. It's not going anywhere.
You feel, you mentioned that you hear the pain of the broadcasters, you know, the people who are custodians in this ecosystem. What ails overall why are they saying that TV is dying, even the people who are doing it?
I think it's a combination, as someone said to me the other day, and I've come out of fresh Bagmore meeting on Friday, and I'm on the board now. I used to run it, but now I'm on the board. I think the dilemma, and it's a real dilemma, I mean, it's very easy to pass judgment from outside, but the dilemma is with the TV broadcasters is what we are doing today, how to extract the juice out of it, and also to reinvent for the future. It's easy for me to say, but for them to do both, it's a bit tough. So with your permission, I'll give a little bit of explanation. Firstly, the good thing is I'm not ready your questions, you know.
Yeah,
so
I
that's
know
a good
that,
thing.
yeah.
So that's the way I'm made. I always bat the way, so there's no thing. So in my perspective is as follows, that firstly, television still is very strong.
Yeah. Absolutely.
The reason I say that, whatever data, you know, is the highest reach. There's no drop in reach in the last 2 years, 3 years, whatever. Time spent, 3.5 hours a day. There's no other media, digital included, which does that. So, you know, so the metrics are all in place. What's happened is for the mass of India, for the mass of India, television is still the heart of it. They may say social media is all fine, but still the time spent. Sessions are about 7 hours, 7 sessions, 6 sessions a day. It's a lot of it is still 80%, 85% is still single family viewing. Each session is about 40 minutes. Time spent on each session is about 40 minutes. And therefore it adds up to 3 hours, 20 minutes a day viewing, and all family viewing. So there's a lot going for it. What is the problem? The problem is a bit of legislation, bit of our own doing. The top end, whatever those 40, 50 million homes are, what a lot of people say, connected TV, which is coming there, you know, that format maybe whether it's coming in through digital, whether it's coming through, you know, Tata Sky, DTH or whatever, that format content is not being provided. That format content is not being provided because, you there's no measurement. There's no measurement, so the quality of content is not evolved, you know. So that is what is leading to the erosion. So all the marketers, all the people in this room are that kind of profile of people, and they see that kind of content. So therefore, this whole perception is TV is dying. So if you large advertisers, if you see they talk to the big advertisers, auto companies and all, they say, listen, you know, this is where it is. So I think it's a challenge. It's a catch-22. Lengthy answer I'm giving to a simple question you asked. Catch-22 of lack of measurement of that audience. Therefore, the content can be rejigged for that. You know, I'll give you a small example. I'm sorry, I'm hijacking your question.
No, I want to add up, sir. Like you mentioned that the measurement thing not being added. So, any immediate solutions you look at? You're one of the leaders. What are you doing about it?
It's the mindset. I'm doing nothing about it. It's the mindset of the leadership of the broadcast fraternity. If they have managed the dilemma that we have to bat short term, I mean immediate and long term, solutions will be found. Capability is there. Capability exists. You know, as I was saying to various people just now, for example, most people don't know and insisted there should be a premium panel. There's a premium panel is piloted, it's already there in place for the last 5-6 months. Some of us have seen the data. The data intuitively is what you are seeing, you know, what you would know. Bombay, Delhi, this panel is stable. It's a small panel. I think the total size is about 4,000 or so. But you can see the data and whatever you believe, you can see. Correct? So you see news doing extremely well in that panel. Then there is a digital panel, Barcas, for 12,000 homes. It's been running for the last 7-8 years. I don't know how many years it's running, you know. So you can see data there. If I were a broadcaster who's got sports rights on both TV and digital, I would go tom-tom that. Because as much as you can talk of reach on digital, and a lot of people are watching on digital, time spent is nothing. Time spent is all on television.
True.
The big screen, you know. So whether it's immaterial to me whether it goes in through the digital route, the big screen, the connected TV route, or it's going through the cable or DTH or whatever it is. So I think my prognosis of this whole thing is it's not about television ranking. It's about the leadership taking cognizance this has to be done. Now, because all said and done, see the big content providers in the country, the big 5-6 of them, are all funding their digital initiatives on the basis of what they do on linear TV.
Absolutely.
Correct? So all the money still is being made in finally enterprise from broadcast, correct? So once they do this, you know, once they get this into mind that we have to grow both together, that's when Can I give you a small example?
Please,
of
sir,
the
please,
session I
sir.
made? I don't know how practical the session is. So I spoke to, will not name, or my real name, how does that matter?
Please name, sir, yeah.
The dear friend, he's our lead sponsor, he's a dear friend of mine.
Yeah, please.
I was watching cricket with him and I said, listen, your biggest show is Scam, correct? Now, Scam as a content can easily be put on, a lot of other OTT content or cannot easily be put on TV, linear TV. But I say, what you do, you have best of both the worlds. You watermark, correct? We are putting in premium homes, we are putting in our meters, which we have done now. That time we had not done. Now the suggestion is you do Scam, like you do movie releases, you know, big bang movie releases, and then they'll come onto television. So do the same thing. You put Scam. I'm just taking Scam as a placeholder, so don't take me literally. Scam as a content, you know, and I'm not going to do the maths. I did the maths. It's not fair in public to do the maths in terms of viewership, you know, because he said that to me in private. So you put it on HD. Today, there are even more than 70 million HD homes. HD is bigger than connected TV. People say connected TV is large, I don't know, but 40-50 million homes. You do a big launch there, you have the capability to measure it, and then you do the fragmentation on connected TV. So run it as a follow-up, you know, and sell it as a composite. Sell to advertisers. You suddenly change the image of TV. You know, so there are many, and this is one example I've given. There are many such thoughts which are there, which if initiative is taken by the leadership, you find changes happening. There are many, many ideas.
So why the fear for change, sir? If you can just share, like, what is the overall lacuna or the fear that ye karenge to ye issue ho jayega?
I think in the short run, and it's not easy, it's like I said, it's easy for me to say, but in the short run, because that's the cow which is being milked. So, you know, you can't, now this premium panel, if you see the data of the premium panel, you start seeing news channels doing well, you know. The perception is news is only 10% of total TV viewership.
Viewability, yeah.
So that to a certain segment, it'll change, you know. So I think it's the balance. I don't blame anyone. It's the balance between what you want to do in the short run to milk the business or to keep the business going and what you want to do as early initiatives, you know. And these are large companies. They're not small companies. So how do we balance both? In most of their minds, in most of their minds, they have kept TV separate, digital separate.
Okay.
Yeah. Minute they start integrating, I mean, I was joking, and again, names are obvious, but I was joking. I said just the other day I saw an announcement.
Jio, yeah, Hotstar,
They're
segregating their sales.
I was laughing. I said, what is this? What are you guys, you're going away. So the more you sell, I mean, I was telling some of the example. I walked up to the dealership. I think it was 2 years back when the World Cup was in India. And, before that IPL, there's big, because two different broadcasters, one got, before they merged, one got the right for TV and one got the right for digital. And these guys have done it to themselves. They song and dance saying that, TV is dead, digital is what we will do.
Yes, yes.
They're all friends. I'm not taking names, but I'm sure everyone understands what I'm alluding to, yeah? And a real big issue. So then came the World Cup. World Cup was the same broadcaster, both TV and digital.
And they said,
So I walked up to the CEO of that and I said, listen, there's a suggestion for you. That why don't you put the watermark which you're putting on TV, same watermark you put on digital. We are measuring it. We will not release the data. At least you do the experiment and see what's happening. Correct? It will give you confidence.
नहीं किया.
So उससे मैं नहीं किया. Hopefully कुछ करेंगे अभी IPL में इस बार, because of now there's no one to say digital is bad or digital is good or TV is bad. So hopefully, we always live in hope. So hopefully something will happen. There are talks of early pilots being done on at least. See, all this experimentation can only happen on big reach properties where you would get fragmentation. So cricket is a big opportunity. IPL can't be a big opportunity.
Or KBC, Big Boss.
Whatever. So I'm saying some of these experiments, if they are done, and I'm happy to report from whatever little I know that these experiments are being tried in 2026. So you will suddenly see it's not really TV is dying. It's a perception being created because the numbers are not, and the other point which I had with Baka is you're a measurement body. Your job is to talk outside. Say what the numbers are. You're so, because of what the history is, and you've been so beaten up by so many people, you just shrivel up. You must say what the good story is. I mean, the story which I told you, the time spent 3.5 hours on television, even today, versus reach of, time spent on all social media and everything put together. If I told you that the reach, even today, everyone talks YouTube, and YouTube is very fragmented. Try build reach on YouTube, full width television, one program, one part you put on Anupama, you'll get reach. Correct? Here, so you have reach there. And on YouTube, even today, the cumulative reach is lower. TV is still far higher than YouTube. All this is not known. So I think things are changing. I think there's a terrific, again, Sony's CEO is the chairman of BAC. So I think the mindset is we must be aggressive, we must talk, we must do experiments. All that will happen. I'm very hopeful 2026, a lot of things will change.
I think it's interesting, all the observations that you made, sir. So when you see in traditional TV, how do you see the advertising innovation changing, sir? Because there's influencer marketing, so many other options. Apart from vanilla advertising, as someone as senior as you, how do you see impact advertising evolving in television space, sir?
So definition of impact is very tricky. So, and I was saying this to a client yesterday. So impact is today, there's a particular profile. See, the whole problem is coming, not in the mass of India, the value of India. The problem is coming in the perception of television, as you say, conventional television is in the top, say, 30 million, 40 million homes, or 20 million homes, That's where the perception is. You still have a lot of audience there for a particular kind of profile of programming. I give you example. Forget the ratings, because as of now, we are not measuring premium homes. I mean, premium is in the mass scale. We're only doing Bombay, Delhi. But if you see, I'm sure everyone in this room will agree with what I'm saying. The number of people who watch Indian Idol, and not a plug for Sony, but the number of people who speak about Indian Idol is an example to that. Correct? So there is a particular kind of profiling of, and I speak, by the way, I don't say, you know me well, I don't say things for the sake of saying.
I'm aware.
I say what I say, it gets me in trouble with people, but that's what it is. My friend, we will agree, So I was a client I was talking to yesterday, and I said this thing, I said, I am not getting this. You try and put a spot on Indian Idol, and you see what will happen. So there are still enough pockets there, and which will bring, now problem is Indian Idol doesn't show rating to an extent it should, because we don't have enough meters, because the way we, so again, large CPG companies when BAC was started, whatever, 15 years back, 16 years back, said we must have individual meters. Now, and people sitting in this room, no one allow a meter in your home because you want to do this. Correct? Which is why the so-called premium panel. When you put your stuff in, then you'll see programs like Indian Idol doing well. I'm just giving one name. It could be many such programs, So I think there is enough. So point I'm making is once there is in their mind of the leadership of the industry that some solution has to be found, you will find solutions.
2026 is the year of solutions, I believe.
I'm saying, I'm saying, whatever it will have seen or heard is good. Like, for example, if they start on big property like cricket, if they start measuring TV plus digital and people start having faith, then they'll know what it stands. If the premium panel becomes big in scale and then programs like Indian Idol comes in, if people exploit, that's a tough one, exploit the HD plus Kennedy TV combination. So there are many, many such ideas. I'm just giving you 3, 4 here.
So what genre you feel you eventually, with the changing landscape, more people spending time on the internet, which genre you feel will see a boom? Sports, entertainment?
See, finally, first there are two answers I'll give contrary to
Please,
each other.
sir, yeah.
The first is, it is difficult to pick because people watch different genres, each one has its own liking. So you can't turn around and say like this. Having said that, the momentum will come on the back of sports. So if you see globally, sports in India is under-leveraged. In spite of all the hype around cricket, it's under-leveraged compared to global sports. And the tragedy is in India, there's only one sport which is dominated, and that too, a couple of properties around it, So I think the momentum on scale, reach, viewership, all that will come led by sports. As this India becomes the most sporty country, as we start excelling in various sports globally, you'll see a band of following around it, be it golf, be it whatever, racket sports. So I think over a period of time, next 4 or 5 years, whenever it happens, you will see sports will be, in a way, the beacon of reach. Creating reach and building reach. Sports always will be the reach. Sports always will be big television. Forget the wire, whether it's coming through digital or whether it's coming through DT, it's immaterial. It will be, sports will always be, all over the world, it's big screen. So, and then when this starts happening, we will find ways and means, not ways and means, we'll have the mental makeup to start measuring it. Ways and means exist even today. So that's it. However, having said that, there is a segment for every audience. Correct? But I think it's difficult to monetize small niches. I mean, and with no offense meant, I'm not saying it on YouTube. It's very easy to say, we build reach on YouTube and all. But it's very difficult to monetize niches. How do you aggregate? It's all, there's no third-party measurement. It's all, it's all inside their wall. Yeah.
So, apart from cricket, you feel any other sports genre where you advertise?
Sports will grow. So sports,
overall,
I'm not competent to tell you which sport will do better. But I think sports will, and within cricket also there are niches. So it's not, all the gully cricket now, there's so many leagues coming in, so much happening. So I suspect that sports will be the driver of the growth of viewership, The reach is already there, the growth of viewership will come from sports.
Point taken. So, I think a couple of final questions. You've seen so much of changes in the Indian advertising landscape, content landscape. How do you see, in the last decade, how things have changed? Some things you thought, aisa kaise ho gaya? And immediate, maybe in the next 2-3 years, what you see could be one of the few pick points one needs to focus on.
So I'm not very competent. I've always been concerned that in this country, how do people manage to give everything free?
Yeah.
So it's something which I marvel at, be it our internet prices. I mean, there are, as you know, the cheapest in the world, everything. I mean, look at UPI. It's such heavy adoption without any profit motive, So, and mark my words, I genuinely believe, I think this, so I'm not talking from a, problem today. You speak about anything about the government, people take you for an anti. I'm not, irrespective of what my views are. I think this whole UPI thing which they're doing will apply to content. I don't know how many of you in the room are aware of what they're doing on the direct-to-mobile. I'm pretty actively involved in that. In my mind, that could be a revolutionary breakthrough. So if they pull it off, and as someone very senior in the government said to me when I was floored when I heard about it a year back, when I saw the detail thing, secretary that time, MIB Secretary Apurva Chandra briefed me, and I was floored. So I said, how will you do this? So I think that if it succeeds, and that none of us knows, it'll be a dramatic breakthrough. So on one side, you have linear television building reach, and whatever people say, the other monster, YouTube, there will be a direct attack on it through direct-to-mobile. And for the content creators, it's a great opportunity. I mean, this whole thing of, let me put the right words, Because I have this knack of saying things which and then later on.
Bol do sir, what is it about? Spill the beans a little.
So it's one of the few countries in the world where the platform and the content teams are the same. Very few markets where they're staying. So the great opportunity for YouTube is also that. YouTube is a platform. So great opportunity for content creators to build on that. I'm nobody to guess whether it succeed or not, but if UPI has anything to go by, it's a great opportunity. So when it happens, as soon as it happens, maybe 6 months, maybe 1 year, 2 years, they've been working on it. It's a small notification which just came that the secretaries have given approval for bandwidth and all. It's a big opportunity. It will be a game changer.
6 months, 1 year, it's not a lot of time?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what time it takes, but...
it's a game changer, you were saying.
In my mind.
Sir, any final thoughts?
No, nothing. I think finally it's got nothing to this room. It's with the leaders in the broadcast industry. Unfortunately, all of them have, like us, as companies, quarterly targets, and we all caught up in that. But if they balance their long-term with immediate, it's a leadership issue. I'm sure there's so bright people, such good talent in the country on the leadership, on the TV side, that they will... There's so much juice in it. There's so much juice, So I mean, it frustrates me wherever I go. I probably am the biggest evangelist of television than they themselves.
Absolutely.
Wherever I go, I talk about what a great opportunity it is. And I'm very confident that things will happen.
Thank you so much, sir. And that's Shashi, sir, for you. Thank you so much for your clarity of thought.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we please clap a little louder for sir? And I'll request for the token of appreciation. Sir, I'll request you to please wait on stage. We have a token of appreciation for you. To value your presence over here, I'll request Mr. Siddhartha Laik to kindly give it to Mr. Sinha over here. Ladies and gentlemen, can we please appreciate the presence of the one and only Mr. Shashi Sinha. Thank you so much.